This is James White with Frequent Reviews, where I specialize in as seen on TV product reviews. Now excuse me while I whip this out. This is the Core Essentials Trakline Belt. I'm going to compare that to the as seen on TV Comfort Click Belt. I'm here in Newton, Iowa, so let's get started. I know when I started videos saying this is going to be something different, some of my regular viewers are like, oh man, what's he doing this time? Because I don't always stick to the same format, but this time I'm on the road and I kind of have to do things different. I can't be in my normal location, so hopefully it's entertaining. I'll try not to make it too boring for you, but let's get started with the Travel Iowa Comfort Click Core Essentials Trakline Belt hodgepodge of whatever this video is called. So let's get right to it. Now both the Core Essentials Trakline Belt and the Comfort Click Belt are both ratchet type belts, so you don't have to worry about belt holes when you're adjusting them, and they can adjust easily on the fly. I've been using the Comfort Click Belt for well over a year. It's one of the first products I reviewed, so I use it on a daily basis, but I finally got a hold of the Core Essentials Trakline Belt, which, if you've read my comments from my Comfort Click Belt, this one's been mentioned a lot. One of the most requested products I've had, so I figured I would finally give it a shot, a proper review, and compare it to the as seen on TV counterpart. One of the first things I did when I got here was to set up the Core Essentials Trakline Belt, and here's how that went. All right, before you can actually use the belt, you have to put it together. You got the belt part and you got the buckle. As you can see, there are different sizes on here. You're supposed to go 4 higher than you normally wear. So I wear a 34, so I'm going to cut it to 38. Then all you do is insert it into here and clamp it down. There we go. And this button will allow you to release it. I wonder if I should make this shorter. It's a little bit extra. I'll try it for one day. I might cut it down later. All right, here is an overview of the two belts. As you can see, the core I need to cut down a little bit more. It's a little bit longer than the Comfort Click Belt. That doesn't really affect anything else though. Let me line up these ratchets right with each other. See, here's where the ratchets start, and here's where it ends in the Comfort Click Belt, and that's where it ends in the Core Essentials. So you have, I believe you have 32 on the Comfort Click Belt and 44 in the Core Essentials, which gives you more flexibility for adjusting it. Both of these belts seem to indicate that you can go as low as 28, which actually would make it 24 inches because you're supposed to cut it 4 inches higher than your actual waist size is. Over the past year, the Comfort Click Belt has developed a slight bow to it, not a big deal. I haven't used this one long enough to be able to tell. And once again, the Comfort Click Belt is slightly, 1/8 of an inch, probably narrower. I believe this one was 1 3/8 inch. So I'm gonna guess this is probably about 1 1/4. The other thing is the core does say full grain leather. I think it was simulated leather. This is full grain leather. A little more expensive, but a better made product. Oh! There we go, okay. While I'm comparing these two belts, I'm also gonna show you a few other travel related items that I brought with me that I bring on most of my trips, because sometimes I review these products and I continue to use them, so I wanna show you some of the other products that I keep using while I'm on the road. Here are a few of the travel essentials I brought with me. We got the TrackR Pixel, got the OneBlade and the Fusion5 Proshield Power. I've got one of my belts, I'm wearing the other. This is the MyPillow Travel. I usually bring my NanoTowels with me in case I need something to wipe up or clean up. I haven't used it yet this trip, sorry NanoTowels. You are useful, just not yet. So I'll try to make sure all these get a brief appearance in the video, except for maybe NanoTowels, which seems like it's kind of lagging, but the rest of them will be in there. Now there's a couple of bathroom essentials I always take with me when I'm traveling. Number one is the Philips OneBlade, which is kind of a hybrid razor. You can use this for shaving and trimming. And of course, the Fusion5 Proshield Power, which this blade I've been using for over 8 weeks now. Even though the refills are expensive, they're probably about $4 a piece. When you get 2 months out of it, it could be worth it. So I'll take this on vacation, don't ever have to change the razor at all. These are definitely two travel shaving essentials that I've used. Another travel related item that I use is the MyPillow Travel. because not only do I take this with me in case I can't access a thin pillow, which fortunately these pillows are thin, but also because I roll it up and use it to support my back on the airplane. And right now my back is still killing me, so even though it does help, it isn't a perfect solution. So when you roll it like this, stick it under your back and you get a little bit of back support. I also found that it's pretty flat, so I was able to stick it on the top of my suitcase when I packed, and it didn't take up too much room. So it's actually pretty easy to travel around with, even on an airplane. There's one travel product I reviewed. Well, I guess it's not really a travel product, but I use it as a travel product. I reviewed this last year, and it is the TrackR Pixel. This is a tracking device that you can link to your phone, and you can find items that are connected to it. Now here's the thing, it can work two ways. You can push this button to ring your phone, or you can check your phone to find this device. There's a couple things about that. Number one, if you want to find your phone, the app has to be running. So most of the time I don't have the app running, so I don't lose my phone. This is kind of useless. Actually, the reason I'm holding my wallet is because it's attached to my wallet. Usually I have it attached to my keys, but I don't bring my keys on vacation. Anyways, the other thing is that it uses Bluetooth technology, so if you lose it nearby, you have a pretty good chance of finding it. See, this is how it sounds. So say, for example, my wallet's over there. I want to find it. Where's my wallet? Oh, it's back there. I can hear it. There's another feature called Crowd Locate, where other people running the TrackR Pixel software, if they pick it up, it'll tell you where it's at. But that's kind of like a needle in a haystack. Usually if you're out in a remote area, there's not going to be anybody around. Even in a big city, you might be lucky to have someone walk past it. Out here in Newton, Iowa, where I think I'm the only person around for miles, definitely isn't going to happen. You hit the button that says start searching, and I hear it over there. Let's see what the range is. Okay, I'm just going to walk quite a ways over here and see how far I can hear that. Like I said, there is a map feature on here, but it's not really that useful. Now, I'm quite a ways away. I forgot to put my belt back on. My pants are starting to fall off. I need to grab one of those. All right, I walked maybe 50 yards away. And the phone is already saying it can't see it. That's what I'm seeing. So it's not close enough to even ring it. I'm gonna walk and see when it picks up a signal for it. Oh, come on now. Come on. Hi, okay. It picked it up just now, and I'm like 25 feet away. So it might be good in your house when you can't locate something, but really, if you lose it out in the open, good luck with that. I hear it. I hear my wallet, it's right there. All right, both the Core Essentials Trakline and the Comfort Click belt are both ratchet belts with micro adjustments. As you can see right here, the adjustments are about 1/4 of an inch apart. They're almost indistinguishable from each other when you look at them like this. Pull them back a little bit farther, and you can tell that the bottom one is the Core Essentials because it has more adjustments. It has 44 versus 32. Now, when I first got the Comfort Click belt, I could only find a brown, which I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like a brown belt in the black suit kind of world. But I did get the Core Essentials black belt, so that one I'm going to be able to use a little bit more often because I think it's going to match more of my clothing. That said, I've been using this one for a year. I've been pretty happy with it. So it's going to be hard for this one, for the new guy to really come in there and take the place of the old one. So it'll be an interesting battle to see how they hold up. I've only been using this one for a few days now, but I do notice a difference already between this and the Comfort Click belt. And here are the differences that I see already. Number one, the belt itself is a little bit wider, which to me, it's a good thing. Number two, the buckle. By the way, they say you can open the bottles with this buckle, which I think is a little bit strange. I don't know if you're going to take your belt off to open it up, but supposedly you can use this as a bottle opener. Weird thing to throw in there. But anyways, the buckle itself operates differently. The Comfort Click belt pulls up. This one has a little release on the bottom. This has taken me a little bit of getting used to because I've been using this one for so long and they operate slightly differently. That's not to say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying it's taken me time to get used to it. On the other hand, since I've been wearing this all weekend, it has not slipped off, which this does on a somewhat regular basis. And even though I like the belt, that's been one annoyance that I've had. So I'm thinking the Core Essentials is a little bit better made than the Comfort Click belt. The only thing is that the Core Essentials isn't as widely available as this one. You can find this one in most stores in the Ask on TV section. This one, I'm not sure if it's available in stores, but you can definitely order online. Let's take a close-up look of how each one of these works. So you feed this through here, and then when it hits the ratchet, you'll start hearing it. You can keep pushing it through the ratchet, but you can't pull it back. And then all you have to do is lift this up, and you can adjust it. Pretty simple. Core Essentials, the same basic premise. Feed it through here. And again, you can't pull it back until you lift this lever, which also doubles as a bottle opener, which I think is strange. And then you can loosen it. I think I'm going to cut this down a little bit because they say to cut it 4 inches above what your waist size is. I have a 34-inch waist. I cut it at 38 and it still seems too big. Comfort Click belt is going to be relegated to my brown belt from now on. I'm going to be wearing the Core Essentials over the Comfort Click belt more often. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not quite as good, and it's brown. Wow, there really is nothing around here. My entire family's gone right now. I'm the only one here, so it's just, I'm not used to this kind of desolation. I learned 2 things running up that hill. Number 1, I'm kind of out of shape. Number 2, you don't need a gym when you have hills like that out here. And actually, number 3, I need to tighten my belt because my pants still are kind of loose. All right, let me see if I can adjust this thing here without showing too much on camera. Oh, there we go. I'm so out of shape. I go to the gym. I never really imagined myself adjusting a belt on camera in front of a dead cornfield in Iowa when I first launched this channel, but hey, you never know what's going to happen here, right? Yeah, it's pretty different out here in Newton, Iowa. I'm used to Las Vegas. Houses row to row, center block walls. The sound of traffic running by I am used to, so that's a familiar sound. More traffic. It's a familiar sound. Sound of home, traffic. I love it. Oh, I did find a use for the NanoTowel. It's pretty hot out here, and oops, sorry. I gotta wipe off my bald head. Wow, it feels kind of like Velcro. NanoTowels actually is a pretty good product. It's very absorbent. If you haven't seen my review, you should probably check that out. Well, I'm just here at the Dallas airport on my way back to Vegas. The Core Essentials belt did come in handy because I had to take it off through security in Des Moines, so it came off easily, went back on easily, faster than a normal belt would have been. So that's another case where this type of belt is actually an advantage. I believe the Core Essentials you can have from sizes about 24 to 54, I believe. I was wondering if they had belts for children. I didn't see those on the website. If I do find that out, I'll update the description below. But at this point, I think it's just men's belts. I'm not even sure if there's ladies' belts either. Same with the Comfort Click belt. I think they only have brown and black, and pretty much that's it. Core Essentials has a lot of different designs. I saw a bunch of different buckles. They all use the same technology. This is a little bit more expensive than this is. It's also a little bit better made than this is. Would you take kind of the cheaper As on TV version with less options, or the better made Kickstarter version with more options? To me, I think they're both good belts. As I move forward, I'm probably going to keep using the Core Essentials. Not only is it because it's a black belt and this was brown, which was not their fault, but because it's a little bit better made, and I don't think the buckle slips as much. So to me, the Core Essentials wins the battle. Have you used either one of these products? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe for more As Seen on TV product reviews from me, James White, Freakin' Reviews.